There's been a lot of news surrounding Elon Musk becoming the world's first trillionaire, and I'm hearing a lot of conflicting opinions on this. Some people are espousing the same old tax the wealthy opinions, and some people are just being bootlickers about how Elon should have this wealth because he creates so much value. Both of those sides are irrelevant, truthfully, and this is why. So the prices of assets, goods, services, resources all act like a sponge on an ever expanding currency supply. We'll come back to this later, but Elon Musk's assets, which are mostly tied up in his different companies that he's the CEO of, will continue to rise and inflate because of currency printing by central banks. It's really that simple. The assets go up in price because everything is sucking up the excess liquidity in the market. And that is the reason why we have all-time highs in the stock market, but you can't afford food for your family, you can't afford daycare, you can't afford to go to university. All the prices are rising because of currency printing. And this creates inequality, obviously, because wealthier people can afford rises in consumer prices. They also have assets that rise in price. So inflation doesn't really affect very, very wealthy people as much as it affects us. Because even though the prices of their eggs are rising, the price of eggs doesn't matter to someone who has $1 billion. But their assets, the real thing that is making up their wealth, is rising constantly because of currency printing. Quantitative easing, fiat printing, currency dilution, whatever you want to call it, that is why we have wealth inequality. It's not because the wealthy are not paying their fair share in taxes. They don't pay their fair share in taxes. But again, it is irrelevant from the perspective of the vast amount of increase of the currency supply, right? And so we can do a simple Google search of Elon Musk's net worth. So let me search this up. Elon Musk net worth breakdown. So let's see. Let's see what his net worth breakdown is. All right. We're on Google. Net worth breakdown. A breakdown of his estimated net worth includes the following companies: the SpaceX, Tesla, Tesla stock, Neuralink, and then other investments. So I'm looking at the other investments. Real estate, I'm imagining Bitcoin is in this. I'm imagining gold is in this. But most of his company, roughly 40%, is tied to SpaceX, with the other 12% in Tesla. So that's over 52%. That's 52% right there of his supposed $1.1 trillion net worth. That is in two companies, mind you, that both, as we'll talk about later, get massive amounts of government subsidies. All right. I'm more worried about how much Bitcoin does Elon Musk have. I'm more concerned with how much Bitcoin, gold, silver does Elon Musk own. Things that just can't be created out of thin air, printed away, inflated away. I don't care about how much SpaceX is worth because the value of SpaceX is not real. It's a hallucination of the US dollar. And they keep printing dollars. So you're pricing things in dollars and telling me that this guy is worth $1.1 trillion, but you keep printing dollars. Make it make fucking sense. Okay, cool. That's one. Two, his companies are the largest recipients of government subsidies in welfare. If anybody is on welfare more than the average American, it's Elon Musk. Government subsidies and excess liquidity are why he is a trillionaire, a fiat trillionaire. We're going to let's go watch a video from over a decade ago from Hidden Secrets of Money. Shout out Mike Maloney. And he is going to basically tell you why the prices of everything are always going to inflate if you keep increasing the money supply.
Now, Massive amounts of currency spewing into society may at first sound like a fun idea. That is, until you remember one of the most important hidden secrets of money from episode 1, that the prices of everyday goods and services act as a sponge on an expanding currency supply. The more currency we have, the more prices rise. This is where inflation comes from. The true definition of inflation is an expansion of the currency supply. Rising prices are merely the symptom.
So like Mike Maloney said, rising prices are merely a symptom of you printing an ungodly amount of money they've printed. Yes, Elon Musk provides value to society. Are electric cars better than gasoline cars for their environment? Yes, objectively, yes. But $1.3 trillion worth of value, it's not real. It's made up. It's made up because they keep printing dollars. And that's why you should buy Bitcoin, gold, and silver. So if you really want to know if Elon is a trillionaire, ask him how much gold, silver, and Bitcoin does he own. My final thoughts are that Elon is a trillionaire because his companies are just one of many sponges sucking up all the liquidity of the currency supply. You're watching another video from Simulacra. I'm Bryson, and I'm out. Bye, everyone.